Prince Harry won't stop sharing his truth now that he has stepped down as senior royal. According to Anek, the Duke of Sussex is unlikely to stop speaking his mind now that he is no longer bound to royal protocol and rules, according to Eric Schiffer, a reputation management. The California-based commentator told Express.co.uk, Harry will continue to speak his mind and share his truth and reveal some of that will be commentary that will be explosive within the halls of Buckingham. Mr. Schiffer noted it is likely the Duke will continue to mention the royal family in future interviews and appearances or even share private details regarding his bond with relatives, as royalty is part of both his heritage and brand. Moreover, Mr. Schiffer claimed Harry's brand equity is largely tied to his royalty, and the press, when given the chance, will always ask the Duke about his royal connection, given the hunger and curiosity for his unique insight into the firm. Prince Harry officially stepped down as a working member of the royal family at the end of March 2020. As a consequence, he and his wife Meghan Markle relinquished their rights to carry out royal engagements, hold military and royal patronages, and receive the sovereign grant. In turn, they gained the freedom to live abroad, back causes they feel closer to, and not abide by traditions and customs regulating the life of working royals. Prince Harry last provided an insight into his family in the UK during an interview with US broadcaster Hoda Kotb. Speaking from The Hague, where he travelled to attend the Invictus Games, Prince Harry opened up about his recent meeting with. Speaking fondly about his grandmother, he said, "It was great. It was really nice to be able to see her, and some element of privacy was nice. I hadn't had the chance to go back the UK for a couple of years apart from those two. One for my grandfather's funeral and one for unveiling a statue of my mum, grandmother and grandson met in April at Windsor Castle, where Meghan and Harry stopped on their way to." The Duke also said to share a really special relationship with the sovereign. Asked what is the best thing about the Queen, the Duke replied, "Her sense of humor and her ability to see the humor in so many different things. We have a really special relationship. We talk about things that she can't talk about with anybody else, so that is always a nice piece to." Last year, the Duke of Sussex opened up about his struggles as a full-time working member of the firm and on his relationship with close relatives on 3 occasions, while speaking to Oprah Winfrey alongside Meghan, as he appeared in an episode of the Armchair Expert podcast and in the mental health series he co-created, The Miyuk. During their sit-down interview with Ms. Winfrey, the Duke and Duchess famously launched allegations of neglect and racism against the firm. Speaking with Dax Shepard on his podcast, Harry appeared to criticize his upbringing, saying he wanted to break that cycle of pain or suffering he himself had experienced and had been passed on to him by his. And speaking in the mental health series for Apple TV+, he accused the royal family of simply expecting him to deal with media attention when he was just. He also said, "My father used to say to me when I was younger, he used to say to both William and I, well, it was like that for me, so it's going to be like that. Doesn't make sense. Just because you suffer doesn't mean that your kids have to suffer, in fact quite the opposite. If you suffered, do everything you can to make sure that whatever negative experiences you had, that you can make it right for your kids."